How's it going, everybody? Doing a Nintendo Switch game collection video here today. It's almost been a year. I think I have 2 or 3. I think it's just 2 more games that I had then. I'm kind of gonna. We finished up Kirby today. At least the main story, and so extra stuff. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm trying to get back into the Switch, though. I neglect the Switch quite a bit. But I figured I'd show a collection. It's like I said, I think I did one last April, so almost a year. I don't know if I'd get any more games between now and April, but for the Switch, I got 24. The first one is Yoshi's Crafted World. Pretty cool game. You know, it's got a unique look. This one's like all crafted stuff. The yarn one was all yarn. It looks really nice. Like I said, it's a nice looking game. It's fun. My fiance and I played through this. And then you can do the flip side of levels. This one has Kamek and Bowser Jr. taking all the Yoshi's crystals, and you gotta get them back. Got Shy Guys down there. So you can throw the eggs at people and stuff. And you can throw stuff at the background and to reveal secrets. I think you gotta get like 5 red coins a level in this one. And a certain amount of coins per level. It's like always these Nintendo platformers, there's always a set amount of objectives to get. It's not overly hard, but it's pretty fun. Witch Spring 3 Refine. I have not opened this one yet. I think this was originally a phone game, of all things, but maybe one day I'll play it. My fiance got me this for, I think, Easter or something. It was on my wish list at the time. She just looked on it and grabbed it. Another sealed game, Trails of Cold Steel 3, extracurricular edition. I picked this one up because it went on sale, and when it comes to the Switch, I'm always nervous. Like, if there's a sale, I want to grab a game if I'm interested in it, because I'm afraid it's going to either disappear completely or just go up in value. I was kind of wrong about this one. This one's actually probably dropped in value. And there are quite a few of these games now. Same thing with this one, and this one's dirt cheap. You know, Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. The second one's even cheap too, but I've heard a lot of good things about this game, actually. It's always a nice sound, at least I think. I need to check this one out eventually. Sakuna of Rise and Ruin. Let's see, it's got some of the freaking plastic still sitting there. This one actually has a little manual there, very rare. This is a cool Odin Sphere type, combat game with building elements to it. Like, you gotta farm, you gotta build these other people you're hanging out with. Sakuna's like she's a goddess, and she gets booted in the beginning because these mortals make their way to the realm. And I think she's drunk or something. She does something stupid, and I guess I don't know if it's her mother or something, gives her the boot. And now she's like rebuilding this farm they found, and then you do like combat missions and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I should probably turn always messes with my head when I see it moving. Bubble Bobble 4 Friends. My fiance and I played this. She loves the Bubble Bobble games. This one kind of sucked. Very short. It does have the original game from '86, but it's very short, and there was parts where you couldn't see anything. It was like there was so many colors that you couldn't. Your characters would like blend in. You couldn't see them. I don't know. Sonic Mania. This game's cool. It's like a classic. It says here. This goes back from, I think, actual like old school levels, and the old ones with new levels. It just has a feel of the older games. It's really nice. You got Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails here. It's fun, fast-paced action like the old Sonics. A collection of mana. Now, this has Final Fantasy Adventure from the Game Boy. The original Game Boy, which was the first Secret of Mana, or it was something else, I don't know. In Japan, I believe it was called something else. Secret of Mana, the first one. And Trials of Mana, the third one, which they also remade. I think it's on Switch and PS4. Just a nice little collection of games to have. Here's Kirby in the Forgotten Land. So I'm putting this up Monday. We played it, beat the main quest on Sunday. Fun game. You can play 2-player. One player is Kirby, the other's a Waddle Dee. It's classic Kirby. You're freaking sucking in enemies, getting their powers. In this one, you can suck into cars, traffic cones, these like giant circle things, like pipes. No, not pipes. You jump into the thing. Oh, actually, no, you do pipes and you roll around in them. It's fun. It has a really nice look, nice overworld, and as you do stuff, you rebuild the Waddle Dee's town. And there's different stuff. There's extra little things that pop up in the world when you do things. Same thing as Yoshi. You got to do a certain amount of things, rescue a certain amount of Waddle Dees in the level. Maybe not get hit by a boss or beat a boss in a certain amount of time. Do certain things like destroy 5 wanted posters or find a secret area. It's a really nice looking game. For sure, you can swallow a light bulb too. I forget this one, like something happens and you get sucked out of your world with everybody else, and then you gotta figure your way back. I forget. It did drag on a little bit at the end. There was like multiple boss fights. But overall, it's a really cool game, and then it unlocks another thing you gotta do. Like classic Nintendo extra after game stuff. New Super Lucky's Tale. I actually beat this on the... Did I actually beat the full game? I don't think I did. I played a ton of it. Maybe I did. On the Xbox, and then they made the new Super Lucky's Tale, which has the DLC. Pretty solid platformer. It can get tough at times, but it's fun. Octopath Traveler. The second one comes out soon. I've talked about this one before, in that I found the collector's edition stuff that it wasn't the game, it was just all the other stuff that came in the collector's edition at a garage sale for $5. I'm like, well, I'm going to buy this. I think somebody in another video said I think like one piece of it was missing. I know the slipcover was, but I have it in a drawer. It's a big kind of thing. You open it up and like a scene pops out from the game, like a diorama type thing. There's a coin in there, I think a cloth map, a soundtrack CD, which was still sealed. But it's a really cool game. It's got the cool kind of 16-bit look to it, but it also has like a really gorgeous art style. The Octopath Traveler is 8 people. You can start it with everyone you want, I believe, and then you come across the other people as the game unfolds. It's got a cool combat system. Each character has like their own special ability and stuff. It's actually a really cool game. Like I said, the second one comes out think this month or next. Family Feud. It's just a game based on the game on the TV show. Danganronpa Decadence. I picked this up because I have the first one for the Vita, and I wanted to get other ones on the Vita, but then they launched up in price because the Vita games started disappearing. And funny thing is, a lot of them ended up elsewhere with the games themselves. Like even Persona 4 Golden is now on the Switch, the PS4, the freaking Xbox One, whatever, all the systems. But this has all of them, the three. It does not have Ultra Despair Girls, which is a spin-off, like almost like a first-person shooter-ish one. And it has an additional thing now on this one as well. A new game. What is it? Oh, Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp. A board style bonus game. This game, like the first one I know of, and everybody's like, they get brought to the school, and then there's nobody in there, and the bear appears, wherever the bear is. I forget what he is. He's called. There's the twists and turns about who's controlling him, whatever. And like the only way to get out of the school is if you kill someone and get away with it, and everybody else dies. But if they find you out and they prove you did it, you killed someone, they get killed. So it's like a detective mystery game, and then it's fantastic over the top kills and the people get caught and stuff. It's pretty cool and a little ridiculous. Luigi's Mansion 3. This is the one I want to play again. I was pretty far along in this, but it looks great. And it's Luigi's Mansion. You lose Luigi here. You go to a hotel and like Mario and Peach are missing. I think Boo, King Boo, is like kidnapped them. And so you have this one, the Goo-Igi. They call him Goo-Igi. He can go through like bars and stuff that you can't get through and shit. It's cool. It looks great. You suck in coins with your vacuum. You suck in ghosts, and you get coins. You search like every curtain and everything else. You find stuff, and you're going up like different levels of the hotel and stuff like that. Really cool game. Another really cool one that I did not finish, and I'm like close to the end. Legend of Zelda. This is the remake of Link's Awakening, the Game Boy game, and then the Game Boy Color game. Once again, this game has a really cool look to it and art style. You're on there, Link washes up on this island. You don't know if it's a dream or not. And you're doing missions, the classic overworld of Zelda. And the thing that's cool about the old school Zelda games in particular is there's always like a sense of accomplishment whenever you get like a new weapon to use, and then all of a sudden you can go back. Oh, I can lift the rock up now. I can destroy this. I can use the hook shot to get there. And it's cool the way these games, even since the beginning, the original on the NES, the way you progress and stuff just still works well to this day. And this was made by, I forget who made this, but they put all types of crazy stuff in it. So you'll see a lot of like chain chomps are in this from Mario, and there's like other stuff in there. It's a really cool game. Spirit Hunter NG Volume 2, like I've talked about this in the past. Deathmark is Volume 1. I had that on the Vita. And Volume 3 is supposed to come out, I think, in Japan at least. Cool game. This one is different and not as creepy as Deathmark, but it's still cool. You beat all the weird, I forget what the thing is in this one. This like spirit comes and like takes your niece or your, I don't know if it's your sister or your cousin, I forget. And you gotta save her in a certain amount of time. You're fighting these like kind of urban legend type bosses. Like this person back here. And you gotta figure out like certain patterns, how to take him out. It's all like graphic novel type stuff. And you have different buddies here that, and you can choose which ones you want to come along with you, and then one waits outside. And you have to like get the other one to do certain things they can only do. I think people can die in this as well. But, I like these kind of games. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Fiance loves these Crash games, and this one looks great and it plays well. It's very tough. It can be very tough at times. I get pissed off at sometimes, but cool old school type game for a modern era. Civilization 4, no wait, 6, this is 6, yes. I have not played much of this. It's a Civ game, so it's, you can win through diplomacy, you can win through weapons and stuff, by taking over places. You can use different, obviously, with leaders from different times, and you build up your civilization over the years. It's a classic game series that's started on the PC. Bravely Default 2. This one I picked up because it was on sale. I need to get around. I played a little bit of it, but another game with a really cool art style. It's a turn-based role-playing game. This one just has, I thought maybe this had a manual as well, doesn't it? There goes the train. Certain conductors blast the horn like a shit ton. And others will do it like quick twice. Other people like jam on that thing. Like that, like it's usually not that loud, but it's funny. I've said this in the past about the train. Like coming back out east, it's ridiculously loud. But when you need to get a train back here, they don't run that often. But seemingly, when you're not needing to take a train back out here, they're running like every 10 minutes. It seems it's really weird. Bravely Default 2. Root Film. This is kind of similar to an NG or a Deathmark. Same kind of vein. It's like, it's a visual novel, and this one's cool because you're like figuring out stuff based on the footage you're looking at. There's ghosts involved and all types of weird stuff. This is one I need to play more of, actually. This might be the one I throw in next. I think Root Letter was the first one. Super Mario Odyssey, awesome Mario game. Cappy here is this hook in this one, similar like Kirby. You're throwing it at enemies. You become a Goomba, a Koopa Trooper, Bullet Bill. Everything pretty much. A dinosaur, T-Rex, taxi cabs. You get all types of different outfits. You go to different planets in this one on the Cap ship. And then after you beat it, unlocks harder stuff and harder, worlds like Dark Side of the Moon and stuff. But it looks really nice, big, nice, beautiful worlds in it. There's a ton to do in this game. It's a fantastic game. There's a couple of survival horror games here. Akai. Pretty cool game. I played some of this, and it starts off like in like a temple, I think, and you leave, and then stuff starts happening, and you have to like do like the symbols and stuff that stop the ghosts from coming in. And then I was getting chased by somebody at some point. I need to play more of this though, because it actually was pretty good. A little clunky in the controls, but did some interesting things. This is the game I started playing when I got COVID. White Day, a Labyrinth named School. Spine-chilling Korean survival horror. This game's pretty cool too. You go back into a school because you forgot something or some crap. And you go back into the school and you gotta worry about the janitor like grabs people and like takes them, so you're avoiding him. And you're doing classic survival horror game type stuff. It's actually a pretty cool game. This is another one I need to get back into. And the last one, I'd forgotten. I grabbed it back in October when it came out. And this is the game. I just keep saying this. I need to pop open and play because it's still sealed. And it's a Bayonetta 3. I love the first two Bayonettas. This one looks like you can use different characters. plays actually play as a young Bayonetta. There's a game, I didn't even know this game's coming out. You play as her when she, I guess, she was becoming a witch. It looks like it has a really cool art style, but I do need to play this. Because I love them. There's over-the-top crazy combat in the vein of Devil May Cry. I think it's a little better combat than Devil May Cry. The first one, I think, you're the one you ride a motorcycle up a missile. The second one, you're on a plane, I think, at some point in the second one. Like, you're fighting on top of a plane. It's just over-the-top, ridiculous stuff. But I need to open this. I forgot I had it because I had so many other things. But anyway. Oh, the cat's making her noise. But anyway, that's my Nintendo Switch collection. And everybody, thanks for checking this out.